I've cut off some jeans. I measured the amount that I was going to need to remove, and I went ahead and cut that off already. I removed the same amount from both sides. I'm going to use a jelly roll to go ahead and finish the bottom. Here I've ironed a 1/4 inch seam on my strip that I'll be placing at the bottom of my jeans. With your pants inside out, you have your strip and you have your seam that you've ironed into it. You take the side that doesn't have the seam and you start it on the inside of your pant leg so that when you overlap that it's on the inside of your leg. As you start to pin down, you notice that you make sure that your seam is down at the bottom that you pressed in so it's easy to tell which is the right way. So this is right side to wrong side. Where they slightly overlap, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do is pull this and fold that inward as so, and do just that right there. Fold that in just a little bit, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to overlap right into it. So when I sew it, that I have this overlap, and that's close to the pants. And I want to start in the folded area that we had, so where we overlap. I'm going to put my thread seal back and get it. Pressure foot dropped. Drop my needle in to secure it so I can pull the pin. And we're going to go ahead and start sewing. I'm going to sew all the way around. Run that over. Okay, cut my thread. All right, now we have that area where they meet. Now, well, we got it in this condition. We go ahead and we put that together and just set it there. I'm going to drop my pressure foot, drop my needle to secure it, and I'll line it up. Now I'm going to go ahead and run do a locking stitch and then run that, and lock that down at that end. When you get it turned right side out and you fold in and pin in, it's always, I find it a little easier to start here where we've got that overlap when we do the overlap. And pin just before, you'll see a little piece of it will stick out. Pin just before that point, you know. And as you go around, then you pin after where we secured it there. Because what you're going to do is you're going to go back after you fold it all the way around, which I've done that to this. And see, I still have that little overlap piece. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tuck that in there. And I'm going to take a pin and secure it. When I start stitching, this is where I'm going to start, so that I've hidden that overlap right in there. And if it sticks out a little bit, you can't get in there, take the pin and tuck it down in there and go ahead and use the pin down. I'm going to get up here and I'm just going to find that spot, and I'm going to drop my needle where I want to start, and then I'm going to drop my pressure foot. That way I can, pressure foot, so I can, I'm going to be just running on the edge here, and I'm going to go ahead and make my locking stitch before I remove any needles. Then I'm going to carefully remove a needle and stitch in that spot. And then carefully remove the next needle and continue to stitch. And then remove the next needle, and I'm going to walk around. Now I'm gonna take my time walking around this thing so that I can get it done correctly. Now it's going to take me a few minutes around the pant leg once and make sure I get all my threads trimmed off. And as you can see, it's tucked in there pretty good. You can't really see. Of course, we had that, and that's on the inside leg, so it don't matter. Now, if you remember, I just had you fold it over. That's all we did was fold it over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and run a stitch. I'm going to put the measurement by the end of my presser foot is going to be on the end of the pants. And I'm going to run a stitch around, and that should be about what the width of this is, and I should catch here. Not that I need to, but it helps a little bit with the laundering so you don't have so much curling going on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start that, let's see, just before my point here, so I have all my tie-ins at the same place. And lock it, and then go on and continue, and it makes it a whole lot easier following the edge. Right at the end of, remember I told you. When I ironed the hem in, I did a 1/4 inch seam. As you can see, the stitch falls right in there, right where I wanted it, because I put it on the edge of the presser foot. Falls right in there. So here's one leg done, and yeah, my stitches aren't perfectly straight, but nobody's gonna know that. And, here's the finish. There they are. Now I have done. There we go. Here's